In AP Language and other English classes, we study satire and parody. Because these two writing styles are similar, it is important to know the difference between the two. What is satire? According to Barron's AP Language and Composition, satire is a literary style used to poke fun at, attack, or ridicule an idea, vice, or foible, often for the purpose of inducing change. There are countless literary and pop culture examples of satire, but we will examine just a few. In 1729, Jonathan Swift anonymously published A Modest Proposal. This classic satirical work offered a, quote, solution to the overpopulated poor in Ireland by advocating the use of poor Irish children for food and leather goods. Because Swift establishes a logical argument with seemingly credible evidence, many people still become outraged while reading this work. This is important because satire, when done effectively, is difficult to identify as satire. Fast forward a few hundred years, and we have the Mel Brooks comedy Blazing Saddles. In the true spirit of satire, Brooks brought racial, sexual, and social issues to the forefront of public discourse in the post-Vietnam era. Years later, it would be a family on primetime TV that satirized what it means to be an American family by exaggerating alcoholic and deadbeat fathers, crude little boys, overachievers, and nosy neighbors. Each year, the show epitomizes satire with its Treehouse of Horror Halloween tales. When it comes to satire, nothing is off limits, not even the news. Saturday Night Live has a satirical news segment called Weekend Update, in which the anchors provide actual news stories with witty and sometimes scathing commentary as the punchline. Perhaps the most popular versions of satirical news are the website theonion.com and The Daily Show with Jon Stewart on Comedy Central. Despite, or because of, its comical play on elections, national news stories, and fringe social issues, the show is so witty and relevant that it has had presidents, foreign dignitaries, and celebrities of all kinds as guests, despite the warning provided to all guests as they enter the studios. Now, what is parody? Parody differs from satire because it imitates another work to ridicule it in some way. One person who has made a living for over 20 years making parodies is Weird Al Yankovic. Who can forget his versions of classics such as Fat from Michael Jackson's Bad, Like a Surgeon based on Madonna's Like a Virgin, and most recently, Amish Paradise, White and Nerdy, and The Saga Begins, a parody of both the classic song American Pie and the Star Wars series. Mel Brooks, who created Blazing Saddles, also created parodies that make fun of other films, such as Young Frankenstein, a comical reimagining of the original. He has also created parodies of Star Wars, Robin Hood, and other movies. On television, Comedy Central is the unofficial headquarters for parody. The Colbert Report follows The Daily Show time slot, but it is not just satire. It's actually a parody of the O'Reilly Factor on Fox News. Colbert's ultra-patriotism and patronizing interview methods make him a master of parody. So, what is the difference between satire and parody? Satire, like the examples of Blazing Saddles and The Daily Show, are original works, while parodies, like Young Frankenstein and The Colbert Report, make fun of already existing movies and television shows. One show on television has made an art of and created a lot of controversy by combining both satire and parody, and that is South Park. South Park epitomizes the spirit of satire and parody and combines it with the toilet humor of school-aged boys to create social commentary that is both controversial and thought-provoking. Whether taking on Britney Spears, Snooki, Scientology, or other social events or people, South Park has amassed a huge following because of its biting wit and implied social messages. Remember, to truly be a satire, the work should promote change of some kind, and to be effective, should do so in ways that are not always obvious, but are always socially conscious.